Mr. Basile, in light of the turn on discussion, if I might, you're, as many people are aware, likely to understand or know that much of this has to do with the information that's been discovered in the process of refunding, what Mr. Wallace had referred to previously, the obligations of the Redevelopment Commission. But if I understand you right now, because the last time you were here, I believe I had asked whether or not you were approached, or the board, to pay the International Investigators bill, and you said yes. Now here's a $100,000 payment to former CEO, which, correct me if I'm wrong, the center did not hire investigative services, so that was outside of your scope or your purview. Now we have a $100,000 payment outside of any of your negotiations. Are there any others? Are these the only two times that the center has been approached in any way, shape, or form to pay for something that they didn't order, they didn't obligate?
I can't offhand think of any other request. We were subsequently asked again to pay the $100,000. I don't know if that's what you're getting at. But we did not pay it the second time either. And those, I think, are the only times that we were asked to pay for anything that we did not specifically order.
Were the circumstances different on the second request than they were on the first? I mean, why would that come back to you?
The second request, I'm trying to recall now, the second request came to me, to the interim CEO, rather than to the board. And it was in connection with the payment of one of the payments from the city of the $5.5 million. I think it was about $1 million or maybe $800,000 in connection with that. And my response was no, that the center would not pay it.
Are you indicating that there was an expectation that you were receiving more than enough and that you could fund it out of that payment? Is that what you're saying?
That's the impression, yes.
Where did this request come from?
From the, normally we deal with the CRC on this, and it did come from the CRC.
Okay. Was there, I just want to know the details. Was it just a suggestion, a request, a demand? How did it manifest itself?
It was meant to be, I took it as a condition for receiving that payment. However, I said no, and I did talk to 2 or 3 people with the CRC and maybe a couple of others, and that demand was dropped, and we did receive our payment.